What up though guys, Franklin here for another video of all my art supplies. This is a request from a good friend from the group Sketchbook Club, and they wanted to know, as well as post to everybody, what tools do you use to get things going in your art world. Now, though movies is a art form, I will not be shooting my videos on my art supplies, for there is already a video on that. So without further ado, let me go ahead and start shooting the videos we have today. Right now you're looking at Codename Studios, Living Creatively, which is my motto of my freelancing quote-unquote company. So I believe in creativity and you should live it every day if you're an artist. So living creatively is the motto I go for. So let's take a look at what we got so far. Right here is most of the papers I have. As you can see, most of this is photograph paper or sample paper I got from a printer that I have. From resume paper to translucent paper that I use to do my 2D animations that I scan in, that I'm doing by hand. So that's mostly all the papers I have there. Right here is my self-healing cutting mat that I got from college. Still works to this day, and works great. I do my intricate cuts on here with a X-Acto knife, just in case I need to do any paper animations or just cutting out something that requires a more precision cut than using scissors. Right here, also with my tools, is me books. So this is from college, drawing from observation. This is what I ordered online. New Perspective Systems. This is a great way to learn about all perspective systems that's out there. I think this goes up to 6-point perspective. We're probably used to 3 and 4, but yes, there is a 5 and a 6. So this is a highly good book on perspective systems. Please pick it up. I think it's by Richard Termes. So that's the guy's name there. So 1 through 6-point perspective by Dick or Richard Termes. So look him up. Great system. This book only costs about 12 bucks. So believe me, it's worth it. Here is the architectural sketch and rendering for designing buildings. Big book of drawing, just for color pencils, other techniques. This is what I also got from College Basic Design, and it's helpful. It kind of get me flowing if I ever find myself in a designer block. This is a book of complete airbrush techniques, manual and things like that, how to do photo retouching if you do that. This is a really cool book, technical and realistic illustrations from Japan. Yes, none of this in here is in English. This is just a cover for it, but the illustration speaks for themselves. So this is a great book. Naturally, what it should be in every artist's arsenal of books, or even as a PDF, is Drawing the Human Body. And it doesn't matter; it could be dynamic figure drawing or whatever. I got a PDF on that, but at least the book is helpful, just in case you're stuck on figuring out how to draw some hands or whatever. You know, good reference material. And of course, the last of the books I have, at least right here, is Step-by-Step Calligraphy. Just in case I need to do some fancy, swanky name drawing or whatever I need to do. Next, watercolor pencils. Works great. I love these things. Actually, these are great. Pen I just picked up from college when I was on campus a few days ago. It's a, you ever heard of the white gel pens? This is a gold gel pen. See, pretty cheap, $150. Inside of here is color pencils, and right here are my top Prisma color pencil set, and that paper there is just a coloring sheet, so I know which one is the name and everything. I got to put them in order again. Fell on the floor one day. These are technical pens of different colors. These are graphite pencils. Reason why the rubber bands are around there, because again I dropped them on the floor, and these are full graphite. I mean, there's no wood around it. So they kind of broke. As you probably can see some of the cracks in there. My cool and warm grays are in that compartment there. This white bag here is all my charcoal. Of course, it is in the bag, so I won't get charcoal all over the place. Assortment of markers, both thick and thin tip. Pretty good. Some are Sharpie, some are other brands. What I call my eraser bin. So all my top erasers in there, gum, kneaded, that cleaning pad there. And of course some of my measuring devices and other lead pencils for my mechanical pencils. And what housing these things is this blue box that you see here is open on both sides. So the other side will house this guy here and paper underneath. So it's real flat for that, so that's pretty cool. Next, and of course I'm using my DIY ring light that you saw in the movie videos to light the scene because it's a little bit dark in here. Right here is my airbrush kit. Airbrush cleaner, the paints that go with it, there's the box, and right here on the table, which is my drafting table, is the compressor, and of course the airbrush pen with bottle reservoir underneath. And that's the bin that holds all my drawers for all my not my drawers, not my underwear, my pens and paints and things like that. I just took them out so I can show it for this. Now you've seen all the stuff all over the place. It's not like this. I just pulled it out so you can better see all my equipment that I have and I've probably forgotten about. Now this here is my travel kit. So if let's say if I'm running to a client or potential client and they need something drawn, and I like to draw right there on the spot, I pack up this green bag, there's a paper in there, and assortment of tools to draw right there on the spot. Bring it to them instead of them coming to me, just make it more convenient for them. Plus sometimes I need to get out of the studio, and the fumes get to you after a while. So as you can see is extra markers, rubber bands, color pencil, other graphite pencils, cutters, measuring devices. That's my smudge guard blue. I have another one that's smudge guard black for my glove for my hand. Holders, measuring devices, and brushes and pens, and of course a ruler to do accurate measuring. And I just pack up everything in this bag and I'm on the go. Right here is an assortment of pens that I use. I'm sorry, not pens, but paints that I use. Right here, and the glue and workative fixative to hold every paint particle in place. I guess that's how it works. Also, that I travel in my bag, as you see, is 1203 on September 28th, 2013. I take my tablet with me because working with another group that I'm with, Motor City Sketch, they showed me a cool technique. I don't have a fancy cell phone or iPhone that pick up pictures or anything, but I do have a BlackBerry Playbook, which is this device here. And just in case someone comes up to me and say, hey, can you draw the Hulk for me, man? Can you draw me fighting the Hulk? So I'll be able to pull up a picture of the Hulk fighting and draw them with this by picking up a Wi-Fi signal and just find a random picture of Hulk and draw it and sell it to them and whatever else it may be. So it's good to use technology, so don't be afraid to use it. Right here is more paints. I have tons of acrylic paints. Don't worry, because you're about to see the oils that I have. These are acrylic paints there. My oil-based paint there and there. And of course my system of gouaches that I have. Pretty cool. Got these from Utrix. Actually from my brother. He used to work for Utrix when he was a kid, so he didn't need them. So most of the stuff you see is pretty much from him, but he gave them to me. All the papers I'm doing right now, you're probably seeing. This is all the stuff I'm doing for DC Comics to see if I can get the job with them. If I don't, just trying to see if I can get it or not. And the printers underneath so I can scan the pictures in to them to send to them if they want to hire me or something like that. You've probably seen this from my DIY movie equipment video that I have. This is my animation table I just put off to the side because I was doing, the DC project. And as you can see, there's a hole in the middle of the wood for the table, so that clear circle animation disc is inside. And this is portable, and it has a lock on it, so it won't stop it from flying open. So I can take this anywhere. Pretty heavy, but I can take it anywhere if I need to do my animations on whatever. This here is markers for kids. That's right, I like to teach kids. Kids are fascinated when they see me draw. They want to learn how to draw Iron Man and Hulk and Batman, Superman, and everything else on the planet. So I decided to use markers and crayons, as you can see in there, that I don't use, and make a little kid box. So just in case somebody stopped by here and they have some kids and they see me draw, ooh, can I draw and stuff like that? That's why it's sitting on top of this big roll of paper. I could tear it off, lay it on the floor, and the kids can go to town, go nuts, and whatever they want. So always thinking of the kids. My poor headphones. I need more. This is my graphic tablet. So as you see, it's not the one that's fancy swanky like what's that, Cintiq by Wacom, I think. So, but it works. I've been using this before those fancy ones came out, so it works just great. And there's my pen for it. As you can see, I don't have much desk real estate, so I have to put my mouse on top of the graphic tablet from time to time, but if I need the space, then I'll just move it off. My assortment of markers. They are Design 2 base. Some of them are like maybe 6 out of all these things are dried out, but since they're water based, just add some water, you should be fine. So those are my markers, and just assortment of pens and highlighters, just in case I need to write a invoice or something. Speakers, tape. Now this I got from HOCC. They had their welcome back days. This is cool. This is assortment of pens, a highlighter, a blue pen, that was a black one, and this one's a mechanical pencil. So I carry this with me now. I used to just carry like a box full of, or a small case of pencils, but this is great. So I can put this in my pocket along with this. So since I'm not carrying that big green bag I showed you earlier, I can just put this in my pocket, and probably this in my back pocket. And if I have some inspiration while I'm on the road, walking around, or I'm on my bike, there you go. I can just stop, start drawing, and there you go. So it's pretty cool. Over here on my drafting table is all my measuring devices, rulers, roller. This is still in this package, but I use this. Assortment of ovals and circles and things like that. Color wheel still in this package. Compasses, measuring devices, etc., etc. Brush to clean off my desk of eraser marks or eraser bits and particles or anything else, just to keep the surface clean. These are French curve sets. As you can see, those are the designs to give you those elegant curves and designs. Pretty cool for intricate designs, things like that. My drawing toolkit, also again I got from college years ago, with Tertullians in there, and kneaded eraser and all the other good stuff in there. Eraser guard. I never did pottery. I did it when I was a kid, but I figured, I had the money for it, so if I ever get into pottery, at least I'll have the tools available for me. These are my inks. System of inks that I have, so I just fill these things up with black Indian ink and just make it, you know, if I had to do any inking jobs, so that'd be great. X-Acto knife. Ready to rock and roll. It's still in this package because I already have this X-Acto knife already out. My calligraphy pen set. So just fill the reservoir with ink, again black Indian ink or whatever ink, and go to town on that as well. This, the lights in the way, push it out the way. Okay, these are my pastels, my soft pastels. I haven't really used these because I really don't know how to use them, but I know I had to sit down and learn how to use them. So, but I have experimented with them a little bit lately because I have been watching YouTube videos on pastels, and now I pretty much got it. Now I got to do is think of a project what I want to use these pastels. So as you see, there's 48 different colors. So can't wait to think of something to do with that. Down here is another bin full of art supplies. Just random pens, erasers, little clips, brushes, paint brushes that I have, all in one and in one area, so it's not as messy as you think, as you see right now. Again, this is just to show you what I have. Now back to my computer, because it is a tool that I use to do artwork. Some people may consider that because everything I pretty much showed you is 2D. Mostly everything in real life, pen to paper, pretty much. But this works just as well. Again, it is a tool. And as you can see, my mannequin is being guarded by 2 guys from Despicable Me 2 because I take art seriously, and someone needs to protect the artist that's out there and their works. So these 2 guys do not play. Anyway, back to the screen. There are 3 primary tools I use when I'm designing. One is a concept tool called MyPaint. Oh, by the way, all these tools are perfectly free. You can download them, play with them to your heart's content. So this is MyPaint. Select your brushes over here. You get an armament and assortment of brushes. Some type of signal transfer is happening. I don't know where that's coming from, but anyway, my screen normally don't blink like that, but anyway, I don't know if that's from the camera or that's from something else. But anyway, as you can see, I can draw. So when I'm doing concept drawings, just so now I don't waste any paper, I usually work with this, or I do a full-blown drawing on this system. It is awesome, totally free, and you get so many brushes over here in this area here. You just pick one and you can go to town on it. It's amazing how this thing works. So just pick your brush and go and go and go and go. So that's my paint, so look for that. For my 2D animation on computer, I found this, and shockingly the company is putting this out for free. This is called Plastic Animation Paper 4.0. The reason why they put it out for free, because according to their website they're trying to go in a different direction. But this is a fully functional 2D animation program. So like Adobe, it's not like Adobe Flash. This is really like my 2D animation table that I have here physically. You can put the layer, is layers friendly. You got so many tools and buttons. Look at that. Just with the layers you can put on there. Those guys there, yeah, just with the layers alone, it's awesome. So I'm learning how to use this now. This is totally free. Again, it's called Plastic Animation Paper 4.0. Just type that in Google, you'll find it real easy, and just download it, totally free, and it works just great. There's even tutorials on YouTube if you're lazy about reading the instructions, but they also have a great website on how to use this thing from beginning to end, which is awesome. And finally, I'm still a 3D guy. Yes, sir. That is Blender 2.68a. 2.69 should be coming out pretty soon. But this is, anyway, this is a 3D animation program. Again, totally free. So yes, I do 3D modeling. I do animations on this guy, and make scenes or whatever that needs to be done. Graphics, logos, whatever you see that's fancy swanky on TV shows, things like that. This program works perfect. Again, totally free, no strings attached. So as you can see, this is everything I have that I use, my tools and my trade. No one's ever asked me to borrow any of these tools, and there's my bike. No one asked me to borrow any of my tools, probably because they know I probably don't have them, and chances are I'll probably say no. But I'll do the work for you. Well, as you see, it's pretty chaotic, and just give me a chance to organize all my tools and put them up for easy storage and easy access to get to everything. So those are all my tools, things I keep around me to keep me inspired. I already talked about my graphic table. It totally flips up, so it's good. So there you have it. Hopefully you find this video quite helpful. If there's any questions, please hit me up on my YouTube page, Yoshiman61, or my Facebook page, Franklin's Creed, or you can find me on the Sketchbook Club Facebook or Motor City Sketch Facebook. I'm on both sites. So if you have any questions or you want me to repeat something, just let me know and I'll be happy to help. I believe in artists, I believe in creativity, and I think we all should share ideas and use whatever we can to keep each other going. So this is I'm always the type to help. I'm a loyalist, so I got your back. So hit me up if you have any questions. Thanks. Later.